Alright, it's over. Welcome, alright, viewers. Welcome to the first episode of Flyless Kyle's Playhouse podcast. I am joined today by Boston cover today. Alright, I'll just give you hints on what we're going to be covering, to be honest. Alright, let me go for it. Here's this week's topics. A certain streaming service has denied a claim that they will add a new kind of thing to their service. There is like a bidding war going on to purchase the assets of 21st Century Fox. The president of a kids network will be departing in where she is at the company for 30 years. A animation studio has announced a new animated feature for a 2020 release, and a sequel to a DC Extended Universe film has been revealed. That's our topics. Alright, let's get into them. Like, I really don't care. I need to get this by. Alright, so.
And just so you guys know, if I just hang up from the call, my phone's dead. I mean, my phone's not dead yet, but my phone's on low percentage and I can't find my charger. But once I find my charger, I'll call. Right back.
Yeah, you'll come right back. Yeah. Right, here's the article. That I got all my information for this first one. So here's a Newsweek article. Here's that first topic I already mentioned. Netflix has denied claims that they are adding video games to the streaming service. According to a Newsweek article, they read, Netflix denied rumors it is building a game streaming service to align with its video content. And what Radar has said, and for a few months now, Netflix has struck a deal with Telltale Games to offer simple video games on the streaming service. I mean, that would kind of make sense. I mean, like, Telltale Games is known for stuff like the Guardians of the Galaxy, Game of Thrones, and Owen's game shows, and the Minecraft story mode game. So, I mean, that would kind of be nice. However, some of it's exclusive. However, apparently, there are some tweets apparently from Telltale that say, we're delighted by the response we're seeing to the idea of Minecraft story mode coming to Netflix in the fall as an interactive adventure. Separately, we are thrilled to confirm that Telltale is developing a game based on Netflix's Stranger Things that will publish to consoles and computers at a later date. So while they're not going to be adding games to the streaming service, they are developing a game based on a show made for Netflix. Like, John, what's your opinion on this thing?
I mean, I think it's a good idea because why would they put a game, like any type of game, on a video network, like on where you watch movies and stuff like that?
Yeah, TV shows.
Yeah, TV shows and stuff like that.
What I like about the article is like how the headline just reads, "Want to play Fortnite on Netflix? Don't expect to anytime soon." That's literally what they said for my article. Like, my God. Right. Anyways, moving on to our next subject, I guess. So, Comcast could be outbidding Disney to purchase the assets of 21st Century Fox. So, if you don't know, by John Boston Gamer, pretty much what happened is that back in December, Disney struck a deal to purchase the assets of 21st Century Fox for $52 billion. However, earlier
Billion?
What?
Billion?
Yeah, billion. That's a big purchase. However, earlier this month, Comcast attempted to start a bidding war as they are attempting to also buy the assets for $65 billion.
Oh my god.
Disney has struck back and has upgraded their deal from $52 billion to $71 billion. So you can just tell a bidding war is probably going on. My God. If only we had the other crew members to like listen to these stories, my God. I swear to gosh, my God. Alright, your opinion, John D?
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, and remind you, this is all the assets of Fox, which includes Fox's film division, Fox's television, Fox's TV division, which include in 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 Fox TV networks, and it'll probably interrupt deals with streaming services like Hulu because Fox has helped produce shows exclusive to those services like The Handmaid's Tale. I mean, who would you be rooting for to purchase the assets? Comcast or Disney?
I really don't know.
Personally, in my opinion, I'm just gonna root for Disney because that can just introduce the idea of bringing the X-Men to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a nice thing to see, but if Comcast ends up scoring that deal, that idea is gonna be taken away forever. Unless they end up coming to an agreement, similar to what they did with bringing Spider-Man into the MCU. Alright, moving on to our next topic. I have to do this fast because we don't know how long Boston's gonna be here. So yeah. Third, the current president of Nickelodeon, Sima Zargwicki, is going to be departing the network after working for the company for over 30 years. Sima got her start at the network in 1985, and she started off as a scheduling clerk. So pretty much she would like create where everything would go for like time slots and stuff. However, in 2006, she became the current president of the network. And pretty much, if you want to know, she's the reason why, for like all the bad stuff that happened to the network, which is like the downward spiral, all the bad shows, rejecting pilots like Adventure Time, and clogging up the schedule. However, it was later reported back in April that her contract with the network was on the verge of expiring. So pretty much she would probably have to depart the network once it expired. And now that she's going to be leaving, this is going to be like what Vale Skibum94, who covered this topic on a YouTube video, says pretty much. This is going to be a new era for the network, I guess, because it pretty much you gotta admit, a new person coming in to fill in the spot of a previous president, that essentially just leads to life or death to a thing. Oh my God. Opinion?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but there was this YouTuber, not this YouTuber, but he said, "What's wrong with Flyless Kyle's YouTube channel? Have you seen that video?"
Can you tell me the username?
Hold on.
Can you tell me the username?
Hold on, I'm checking right now. TK Storm.
Yes, I've been aware of that for months now. That thing's
Yeah.
like happened for like months. Like I really don't have any plans on doing a response because that happened all the way back in November. So yeah, don't expect any response coming to that.
Alright.
Anyways, next topic. Sony Pictures Animation has announced a new film coming in 2020. Yes, that's Sony Pictures Animation, responsible for films like The Emoji Movie, Hotel Transylvania, and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Are you gonna have
Okay, so he just left the call, so it's just me now. His battery died, sadly. So yeah, you're not gonna be hearing him. It's just me again, sadly. hmm So here is. So they have just announced their new film, The Mitchells versus the Machines. It will be produced produced by Chris Miller and Phil Lord, along with Kurt Albrecht. And yes, those Chris and Phil are also behind films like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and the Lego Movie. So yeah, their resume is not that good. Here is the plot. The Mitchells are a dysfunctional family whose road trip is interrupted by a tech uprising that is apparently deciding to threat mankind. All around the world, the electronic devices people love, from phones to self-driving cars to a new sleek line of personal robots, turn on humanity. With the help of two malfunctioning robots and the family's delightfully overweight pug, the Mitchells will have to get past their problems and work together to save each other and the world. The film will be directed by a guy named Mike Rianda, who wrote the screenplay with his co-director Jeff Rowe, who is known for his works on Gravity Falls. Well, so there's no cast at the moment, but we can already tell it'll probably be some big name people in the industry, I guess. But yeah. I can't ask John Dell for my opinion, to be honest. Because he left because his battery died, so yeah. Unfortunately. And moving on to our final topic. Warner Brothers Pictures has revealed the Wonder Woman sequel, only to be 2019's Wonder Woman 1984. Director Patty Jenkins is officially revealed the images and an image that I'm not going to showcase because, well, I can't. But yeah. So, the synopsis of the sequel is Diana Prince comes into conflict with the Soviet Union during the Cold War in the 1980s and finds a formidable foe in Barbara Ann Minerva as an antagonist. I mean, I had never watched Wonder Woman. I never watched this, but from what I've heard, the first film took place in World War One. So having the second film be in the Cold War, I mean, yeah, in the first film she was a god that was 800 years old. I've never read. I'm not a DC fan, so I know nothing about it. She revealed that Chris Pine will be coming back. And yep, that's literally all I'm just gonna say. nothing really else for me to do. We're just gonna close it out with our fanfare. Thanks for watching. This is actually my second attempt at a podcast. Before I did another attempt called the Microwave Podcast that only lasted 2 episodes. So yeah, Boston, if you're watching this, you did a good job. I'm doing a thumbs up off screen. And yep, here's the closing fanfare. See you guys.